Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a new game, just picked this up recently from Steam, and it's U-Boat, where you manage your crew and you go and do missions. And what we're going to do is, I thought in this video we'll have a quick look around the ship or the boat and some of the features, because I've had a little look at it and I pretty much understand how it's working. And then after that, the next videos are going to be we'll do start the missions. So as you can see, I've got the basic crew. Up on the left we've got some different views: first person view, section view and orbit view. Obviously section view is going to be basically like this, where you'll see the sections. Yeah, we can use our scroll key to zoom in and out, zoom in, and so on. So as far as I can zoom out there, but I can look around the ship using the right mouse key to hold it down. I can scroll around to see whether I can zoom in a bit. If I go in too much, it goes to that, so that's as close as I can zoom in. I can see the rudders. There's double rudders on there, and the props or the screws. And then we see there's a couple of guys on deck. We've got a warehouse. We've got this guy, which is a recruitment officer, and we've got the leading officer, which is going to be for missions, things like that. And that's the only place you can go on here. Nothing else is needed to be used. Can't go up here or anything. So let's have a look of some of the controls. We've got a date and time, 24th of June 1941, 6:50 in the morning, North East Atlantic. And then we've got pause. So if you do find yourself in a situation, you can stop things, have a think about how you're going to get out of it. 1 times and 5 times, and that speeds up usually when you get out onto the main ocean. Then you can speed up a lot faster. Over this side we've got the battery capacity. As it says, the gyroscope compass is using -2% because it's 2 minutes. Fully depleted in 1 day, 4 hours and 50 minutes. Fuel 100%. Oxygen level, obviously the crew on board, so, and it's open, so that should be okay. Discipline, how the crew is getting along, with the morale's down, that type of thing. If you feed them, we'll have a look at that, it gets better. Also if they get stressed out, depth charges, stuff like that, that's going to rapidly go down. You can have music on, you can take them off watch, all them type of things. Reputation, I haven't got none really, well 50% there. And we've got no money because we've just bought some stuff. And we've got a telegraph, so we can pick the different speeds, whether I'm in diesel, electric motors, reverse is the red. And then we've got depth controls, surface the ship, decks awash, periscope, depth, and dive to maximum depth, which I think it goes down 150 meters or something. Then we've got the rudder. Obviously the rudders, you can see they're pointing over to that way, yeah, port and starboard. So starboard, so over to starboard's that side, port that side. Okay, straightforward. Don't know why they're like that, but and we've also got a map. There's us on the map. If you zoom out, UK, Ireland, Spain, France, Germany. So these are the ports I can visit. Enemy ports are going to be in red. I'll take it there neutral. And obviously if you look out into the ocean, the North Atlantic, we've got different sectors. That's the one I've picked so far, DH. So my mission is to go patrol sector DH for 2,000 kilometers inside. So I've got to get here and do 2,000 kilometers. I usually scan like this. I'll drive to these positions and try to pick up any enemy ships. America, which is enemy, obviously. I keep forgetting. Obviously I'm English, from the UK. Anyone's interested, that's where I live, just there, and that's where we're playing today. Okay, so that's the map. We can zoom in. Now if you notice, our visual range that's how much we can see, so it's more detailed, the map there. As you can see, I can't really see. That's where I could see and detect things. from the ship. There's La Rochelle. There's our boat. So as far as you can zoom in, there's a guy's drill. We can zoom out. Obviously, if you go below the water, you've got your sound gear, so you can check with the hydrophone, and you're going to get a different ring. If you've got radar equipment, you get a different ring as well. And the more people you put up, the more vision you've got. So that's pretty straightforward stuff. Crew at the bottom, we've got Loris. We've got West on the. He's a mechanic. And then we've got Newman, Collier, and the Captain Graf. So if I click on Loris, it shows you that he's warming the torpedoes up at the moment, and you can actually assign other guys. I mean, I think there's 18 crew members on board, and there's like five officers within the captain. I always put my officers with the caps on, so I'm going to change this. I'll show you that in a moment. He's working on the torpedoes. You can assign him different. If you look at this here, I can assign 2 more people. So if I click on him, someone else will go and help him. This guy, Dietrich Meyer. Another guy, which is called Derek Mass. But see how they're idled? He doesn't need any more help, so that's just pointless. I'm going to let them rest. The same goes for these guys. He's asleep. Sleep. This guy's waiting on torpedoes. If I click on that, it goes to his position. Shows you him at work. And he's warming the torpedoes up and doing tasks like that to get the torpedoes all ready for us. And then if I click onto that, it goes first person right close to show you from that perspective. It also tells you that he's done 23%. Very good. And then if I click on this guy, obviously he's going to be in his pit, just resting. Cool. Nothing much more to say there. Down this side we've got the menu, journal, where we get our orders, management of the crew. A quick look into there. There's my crew. I've got 18 sailors of 18 and 5 officers, and obviously they're all ready to go. Then we've got headquarters. This is where you're going to get and set your missions. So if I click on that, if you notice there's different sectors we can upgrade our ship. So you've got area reconnaissance. It doesn't mean you're going there, it just means that you're going to eventually get all these. So if I clicked on, say, the snorkel, or like a radar, if I clicked on that, and I've got 6 days to come to do that, I need to click on an officer, so I can pick on any one of these, which is highlighted, or him. If I did pick on him, it's going to use him, so I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you what, let's do that. So we pick on this guy. Radio man is going to take 6 days to do that. I accept that mission. It's going to take 5 days, 33 hours, and you get a little icon here to tell you your progress. So in 5 days I'm going to get that upgrade. How we get the upgrade is you go into the warehouse, talk to Hans. You've got show me what you've got. I want to upgrade my ship. I'm going to take a look at what supplies he's got. Now I've already done this, so I'm going to go through the quick. I've got no more money left because I've used it all. See, I have my storeroom. This is on board the ship. This is what Hans has got. I've used everything, so I've got enough food, equipment, ammunition. Can't really. Nah, I've got no more space. So the deck gun. Hold on. I can't put any more in. That's armor piercing. Yeah, I can't do any more. So deck gun, flak gun, I'm pretty much full up. Fuel, I'm full up. 100%. Torpedoes, I'm fully armed. You just drag them across. You've got electric ones and steam torpedoes and equipment. I've got loads of coffees and respirators in case the compartment floods or toxic gases. You can put one of these on a guy who's working on a compartment to repair it. So that's pretty much there. You've got to upgrade my ship. Once I do get that mission done in 5 days, I get this METOX, which is radar, some sort of radar detector, which is going to be up on the top, I think, somewhere up here. It will be on here, so you click on that. There you go. Go to the unlock it in the headquarters and so on. I can't do that yet, so we're not going to bother too much. So that's it. You can recruit people by talking to this guy. Show me the files. I've already done it, but you can check them all out and see who's going to be more suitable. Maybe you might have a skill of a medic, a cook, a mechanic, that type of stuff. Pick what you need. Don't need them. And then this guy's going to give you orders from the admiral tree. Already done that. And then you're going to get asked for a different assignment. I've already done that, so I don't want to do that. If you click on there, you get 3 options and pick one of them. It's basically 1, 2 or 3, and the third one is the most complicated. It's usually on range. You can also, after you've done a mission, you come back, you can send your guys on a break to reset everything and ask for favours, but you need reputation for that. Goodbyes. So that's us sorted. Let's have a look at the ship then. So there's the ship itself. It's bog standard. You can zoom around, you can click in and it goes to that view. You can use the arrow keys or S and D keys, sorry, A and D keys to D key, A key to go back and forward, or you can use your mouse to scroll. I tend to just use the mouse. So as you can see on the back, we've got the ballast, torpedo tubes. So we can click on various things. So we've got like the workshop, electric motors, the different ventilation, engines are just there, diesel engines. You can close the bulkheads, you can turn the lights on and off. You can also close the bulkheads. If I do that, that means if this was flooding, I can flood this one if it and save the engine room, that type of thing. But we're going to open everything, put the lights on. Same for all these. If I do close that, they'll all bug out and go somewhere else. I'm going to open. It'll open again on its own. Then we've got the galley, and I think ventilation there. I've got to zoom in a bit more. You've got a storeroom there. I think that's a storeroom. And then we've got the galley. If I click on that, it's going to open up the stuff I've sent to the galley. Now I've got 48 of them. I'll leave them all there because I can't really put them back. What that's going to do is it's going to keep your morale up, so I'm always keeping the food going. I mean, if I'm 100%, you don't need them, but under a stressful situation where the crew members are freaking out, you've got to keep that discipline, keeping them food, let them play games, stuff like that. Keep them at the bunk. You also change your lighting as well. So if you notice, if I click the Alt key, it gives you more options. So the echo sounder, pumps, lights, bilges, navigator station, periscope, and so on. Now you need to connect, like click on someone. These are all asleep, so I'll bring this guy up, get out your pit, and then if I click on the echo sounder, he'll walk. You see he's walking now. Wherever he comes from, probably the bunks, he'll go and do a depth check. There he is. 12 meters below the keel. So we've got 12 meters and we can go down to, we could go to like periscope depth if we had to. So he's going to go back to his bunk now. After he's done that task, he's gone back to bed. Going to keep you see how he's fully refreshed. This guy is getting there, and these are all pretty good. So yeah, you've got your depth station, nobody on at the moment because I'm not going to move. Radio room, there's a captain just chilling reading a magazine. Listening room, bunks, bulkheads, forward torpedo room. If I click on the torpedoes, we can see we've got 3 torpedoes in the tubes, and also it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 there, ready to rock and roll. And steam, electric, steam, electric, steam, electric, 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 and steam. And these ones are all in. You can warm them up by right click mouse on them, but I'm going to leave that for now. I've got plenty of things to do. And we've also got 2 spare ones there, so there's 2 spare ones there, 4, there's 6, and there's 2 at the back. I'm not going to go, but they're at the back. In there, 1 in there, and you can get to that by there. There you go, 1 there, 1 there. This looks like someone's working on this. Okay. So that's pretty much it. You can actually walk around. So if I click on this guy, you can see how he's if I leave his position, I go first person, so now I can walk around the ship. There's a storeroom, there's somebody got some cooking on. I can go to the engines, I can assign different people. You can fully play the game in this mode if you wanted to, but I think it's a bit more difficult to see what's going on. So there's all the compressor, diesel compressor, electric compressor, tools, electric motors. Yeah, you can charge the batteries and stuff, ventilation and such, and close the door. And that. Let's have a walk through the ship. These guys will just move on my road. You've got a storage room there at the toilet. You can actually upgrade the toilet as well. Guys in the bunks. Alright guys, just gonna move through. And then as you go to this hatch, you can close the hatch as well. It'll just go through on its own. And we've got some more controls. Pump. There's the ping, 12 meters, and then we've got the gyro compass, depth controls. We can position anyone we want here. Some meat hanging up. Our navigation station. That looks like pumps and things. Let's go into the captain's having a sleep. Radio room, if you want to go in there, pop him in. Now he's going to pick a radio station. This is scanned and he's found 2 stations. Let's click on that. This is going to, what's this going to do? It's going to make your reputation up, because these guys makes them feel better. So let's go back to this guy, click on him, zoom in. Now we can also leave, or if we click again, zoom in again, is it? And I'll leave position. Normally it says okay, something's wrong here. I'm sure that might be only when you're on the mission. Oh yeah, I could have sworn you could zoom into that, but I'll have to look at that later on. So anyhow, we're going to go as Leo. Well, let's have a look around. There's the captain. Save him for some reason. Okay, let's just put Leo there. Okay. What's it doing? I think this is a bit of a bug. I think. Done this the other day, so I'm going to zoom out. I'm not going to do that because I've got a feeling it's just going to keep doing that. Some sort of buggy. So anyway, so that's how you look around. That's how you move. What we're going to do now is we've got our orders. We're going to start moving. So if we go to the telegraph, don't forget these officers are all asleep. He's not doing anything, but there's other guys working around the ship, like spotting. We're going to go to on the diesels. We're going to go. Let's go. So we're off on our mission. There's the screw. Should start turning. Yep. and then we need to pick a course. So we've got the map, zoom in, I use the shift key. We'll get to about there. Keep the shift key down, right mouse button. And we're just gonna move our position till we get where we're going. I think we're over this way.
Legen Sie den Kurs an. Legen Sie den Kurs an.
Okay, Bear Biscuit. And there's our mission to get it. So what I'm going to do is go straight across to this car. Oh, we'll go to about there. Obviously I don't want to go too close, it goes red when you do that, so let's go to there. That's when our mission is going to start. And we're going to speed up, all ahead, forward, and then we can see how good that looks. That looks pretty nice. One thing they modelled on here is, see the wake, you can actually see there's a wake there. That's pretty impressive. I'm really impressed by that. Would have been nice if there's maybe an update that there's more people. Usually they have people waving you off and things when you're going out of port, because it might not be the last. It might be the last time you go out. So there's the screws. You can see below. I don't know whether the model the seabed, whether you're getting like cliffs and deep drop-offs and stuff like that. I don't really know. I don't think so. That looks pretty nice. On board, we've just on the bridge. We've just got the crew. All the officers are still asleep. What I can do is they're all fully awake. Sorry, they're all fully refreshed. So if I hold the tab key, I get another quick dialog box comes up. So we've got the captain there. He's asleep, sleep. I can put this guy on the torpedoes. You can warm them up. I'm going to put Felix West on the... Leave Felix alone. Put this guy on the radio. And then I'm going to put this guy on... I'll leave him asleep. And the captain I want on the bridge. So as you can see, Captain should make his way. There he is. He's going up to the bridge. And he's going to take charge. There you go. He's on the binoculars. Let's look at these guys here. I can assign him other people to help. I'm not going to bother. What I am going to do is change these characters later on. Not the characters, just the clothing. So what you can do is this guy here, I can go into, he's got actually, got different skills. He's a mechanic, XP is pretty good. His skills are cook, he can cook, that's always good. And he's a mechanic, customize him. I'm going to go voice and shirt. All me officers I want in some sort of like that. And I also want a cap, and I want him to have an officer's cap on. That'll do, mate. That's him done. Just so I can recognise him easily. Again, human. He's a radio operator, but he's an officer. Skill. Again, he can cook. Customise this guy. Let's change that chair, bud. That looks pretty cool. And then we'll have a cap. Again, I want an officer's cap. And we can change his beard. Yeah, I'll do. Okay, cool. So now we've got all our officers. Looking pretty nice. And the ship looks excellent. The graphics are amazing. I'm hoping when we get out into rough seas, I'm hoping that you get big swells, and I mean, look at that. Actually, it's pretty good how they've done that. You can actually see it there. There's a crease down there and a crease down there. I'm hoping that the ship reflects in the weather, storms, things like that, and I'll show you that later on. But so far, really impressed. You can take the flag down if it offends anybody. Doesn't bother me. It's just history, isn't it? Some people get offended by the flag. Anyhow, so everything's looking good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to get out into open water. I'm going to go to periscope depth, and then that'll probably conclude this video. And then what we'll do is we'll do this mission. Oh yeah, so if you want to speed up, you can pause it if you need to fix something, and then you can speed it up. That's 1 times, 5 times. Obviously you can see the fuel's going down. So we've got 12,000 kilometers, which is enough to do the mission at this speed. If I go all ahead 3 or flank, it's going to drop down to 10. If I go down to 1, 1500. So it's relevant to how much fuel you use and how much diesel you're burning. These guys are 100%, air's 100%, electric motors 100%. It will be fully charged in 42 minutes. It's 98%. So what we're going to do is we're going to put west onto the I was going to put them on the dive planes, but it looks like someone's already on it. Anyhow, let's just go for the periscope depth. Oh, deck's awash. Let's try that. Obviously, there's no rush to get to there. I think in reality, it was about 20-30 seconds for a real sub to get to below the water. So if you zoom in, you can see that Leo's on the ballast, so he's blowing the ballast. Sorry, he's flooding the tanks. He's going back to his position. Nobody on the dive planes, because it's not really an agency. It should start coming down now, although that's not moved. Oh, there we go, there we go. Obviously if you go faster as well, so we're only travelling at 8 kilometers an hour. I'm going to change out the knots. There's decks awash. Guys should be inside, so it looks like they're going to be getting down quick. That's a bug. They should be in before that happens. As soon as you get that command, they should be in. Because no one's on the dive planes, it's not going to be super accurate. I want to speed up a little bit.
Schneller!
That's the type of thing you're going to get with decks awash. So you're running on electric, but you're harder to see. And you can also send transmissions. Your hydrophone is not going to work as good because obviously you're getting all the turbulence of the water. So let's go to periscope depth.
Auf Seerohrtiefe gehen.
There you go, 8 meters. You could time this. It's probably going to take like 20
Wechseln auf
seconds.
E-Motor.
And the periscope is up. And if you look, the captain's jumped on the periscope. This guy's on the radio. This guy's doing the torpedoes. And we've actually just nearly hit the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to, like, that's on 8 meters. Let's go to 7. What that'll do is just bring us up a little bit. If I go to the captain, I can see what he's doing. It's in the conning tower. And I can also click on him. And there he is. He's actually looking for targets. If I go closer, I just mouse key or click that. Mouse key in. Then it gives me control of him. Right mouse button allows me to zoom in. Click, click, and then back out again. And obviously 180 degrees, that's the back of the boat. It's directly over the aft. And we can use the A keys in D with the shift to go faster. Coming around to the front of the bows. There's the front of the ship. And we can zoom up and down, or we can raise or lower to the waterline. As you can see, I'm just on the waterline there. Yeah, and then we've got we can zoom in to 8 times manually, or you can use the arrow keys on the mouse. I tend to just use the mouse. So we've got different views. We've got this view, that view, and then that view again. That view is like this type of thing, so you can see a bit more of the what's happening inside the conning tower. I tend to just use that view, but that one's not too bad either. It's in between, depends what you want, how realistic you want to. And then we've got the identification book. So if we do identify something, if we do identify something, let's go up a little bit, we can go through and classify what we've seen: tonnage, length, mast height. Once we identify it, we can lock that in. Then we've got a way to find our distance to target. Yeah, so if you use the Q key, see how it goes, see how the writings come up, Q and E. So if that was a ship there, I'd raise it up till you get a ghost image of the ship right to the mast, and then you'd lock that in, and that'll give you that. But there's no one there, so I can't do that. Yeah, so that's that. Then you've got estimates velocity, or is the speed. Let me just go back to that and cancel that. So if that was a ship, I know this is like premature to do this, but if that was the bow of a ship, you'd start the timer, the ship would go past, when it gets to the stern you'd stop it, and then it'd give you a time by distance, how far he's away. Then we've got the angle of the ship. So at the moment, if I do that, obviously that's the front of the ship, 0. So if the ship was travelling 90 degrees to us, we'd do that, yeah. If he looked like he's coming towards us, which is the front, he's gone away. I think that's the front, yeah, that looks like the front. So he's coming directly towards us, it'd be like 180 degrees, wouldn't it? Something like that. If he's going that way, if he's travelling this way, yeah, so if he's travelling to the right, or travelling to the left, you could do it that way, yeah. And then you lock that in, and then also you've got your torpedoes, just close that, so you can flood the torpedo tubes, warm them up, and change your speed and things like that. So let's come out of this, let the captain do his thing. We are close to the bottom, we came up another meter, that means we're nice and safe. Let's raise the ship.
Tanks anblasen!
Periscope's going to come down, captain is going to go somewhere else. Once this he's going to go to the bridge. Guys are off the dive controls because we're not needed anymore. I've also got some water in the bilges, you can see the water there. So if you look at that, it says that we've got 1 meter square of water over the bilges. So what we can do is we can click on someone who's an officer. This guy, I know, thought he was an officer. Just click on anyone. We'll click on this guy, get out your pit and go and empty the bilges, which is the pump. So Loris or Leo will go to the bilge pump, turn it on, and then you should be able to see that 1%. It's going to affect our buoyancy 1%. That should go down 0.8, 0.7, and so on. And then I'm going to turn it back off again once it's done that. And also this should go away. Yeah, bilges are dry. Turn this off again, bud. It's coming back. Captain's on the deck. Everything looks good. Can't really show you anything else, so this is going to be this for this video. It's a bit clunky. What I don't like about it is when you zoom in, it goes to there. I'd like it if it zoomed in like a bit closer and a bit closer, so you can, because that's the closest you can go is there, which is not bad. It's just a niggle. Sometimes I want to see a bit closer, but it's good enough. It's good enough. And then on the map you can see our sector. We haven't even got out of port yet. Look at that, we're still there. So in reality what we're going to do is we'd speed up. Now that seems a bit slow, but once you get out in open water, that's a cost change. Keeping an eye on this. See how his health's going down on Newman? I'm just going to stop this and put Newman to sleep. And I'm going to put this guy on the radio, and then I'm going to put the radio, some music, keep these guys happy. Oxygen level. Also, forgot to mention, we did, because we dived, we used some compressed air to clear the bilges, and so we need to get another 60% on top of that. So what we're going to do is go to the crew compartment where this is. We're going to select on, the captain. The captain's on the bridge, so we'll click on this guy and we're going to turn the diesel compressors on to get this back up to 100%. Should turn up any second. And that's pretty much it's pretty much how this game's going to be. Obviously, you've never seen any enemy yet. So Leo's going to put the diesel compressors on, which is going to recharge these cylinders here. These two, them two tanks, obviously compressed air tanks. And there's an electric diesel motor, so you can actually do the same if this one fails. But that's noisy, so if you wanted to blow the ballast for some reason and you didn't want to make that much noise, or these were failed, you can use electric one. But bear in mind the electric one and this one is going to suck air, because it's taking air from here inside and compressing it to there, so your air will drop down. Because we open to the outside, it doesn't matter. Okay, so we spotted a visual contact. We can get 150 points. See there, we've got 2. Click on that. Radio guy's gonna send a signal, and we should get 150 points stuck in there. There you go. So we spotted something. Probably just coastal things, not the enemy. So we came from there. All looking pretty nice. Up to 79%. If I speed it up, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, and just, you'll find you're doing a lot of this. Take it up to 100. There you go, there's 100. And what I'm looking for is, as somebody, this guy's actually got to turn it back off, I think. Let's just check. Yeah, he's just been to turn it. Oh no, it's still on. Oh, here we are, he's come to turn it off. Good lad. That's pretty good how he's remembered that. What I would like is if you could set... Because he turned it on, he's remembered to turn it off. That's pretty nice. It'd be nice if you could have these as a list of options. So say there was a emergency and you had a leak, then they would all go and do that job rather than doing it while you have the leak. Or if you're under a depth charge attack, you could have this guy doing this job, this guy doing that job, and stuff like that. That would be pretty nice. But I don't think that's an option yet. Anyway guys, that's going to be it for this video. I'm going to keep it too long. Next video is going to be, we'll do a mission. Obviously I've got a long way to go. That's the visual contact we spotted by binoculars. Got a long way to go, and that's going to take us quite a bit. I could come back and have a go, but what I'll do, we'll just call it a day for this video, and the next one's going to be a mission. So we'll go back to base, get some supplies, hopefully I'll get another crew member, and then we'll just go from there. Okay, see you next time guys, thanks for watching.